This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show.
It's fun. They're amazing. I'm wondering, when does your vacation actually begin? Like the moment. What is the moment your vacation begins? We're heading into a long weekend. Maybe you're going away somewhere. Like, is it like when you start planning your trip? Is it the minute you get to the airport? Or like when you are wheels down and you land in your... Look, when mentally in your mind are you, quote unquote, on vacation?
I'm on vacation right now.
Great. That's what I want to hear.
Does that not explain a lot?
You're checked out? Okay, if it's a mail... Actually, you know what? That's a valid answer because mail it in Friday is a real thing. If you mail it in on a Friday, you're on vacation right now.
I'm pretty sure no work is being done today. They're like productivity, all of that down on a Friday before a long weekend. So yeah, maybe it just is happening for you all the time. I think for me, I know that when I'm done work for the day and then after that the vacation starts, as soon as I know that I no longer have my work responsibilities, that's when it starts for me.
The minute this sound happens, which is your laptop closing.
Yeah.
Not me smacking the top of my coffee mug.
Yeah.
That's it. Your laptop's closed. You're gone for the weekend. For me, I'll tell you when it is. It's when I set my out of office.
Oh.
The minute I enable that out of office and it's effective now, and I don't have to look and respond to emails, that's when I'm mentally on vacation.
Wow. See, I always forget to do that until like 2 days into the vacation.
Come
I'm like,
on.
I should have put on my out of office.
It's one of the greatest joys of vacation is when setting that out of office.
Well, so that's when you start it. Okay. For some people, it is actually putting your feet in sand. Like you have to actually be in the location of where your vacation is.
That's true. And by the way, the reason you get way more emails when I'm on vacation is my out of office says, any inquiries, please send them to Pooja. So there you go. Double your inbox. Boss man, when are you on vacation?
When I pass customs. I have border fear. And when we used to go camping
what are
with
you sneaking in, man?
Well, nothing. But my parents, like my dad was, everyone quiet when we'd head to the border and go to the States to camp.
Yep.
And so now I have this it's unrational fear of the border. So like vacation for me is when... enjoy your time, get a stamp, and away you go.
That's so true.
What's your name, sir?
Yeah.
Boss man. Canadian, but I'm not a boss. But I'm only a boss man at work,
Canadian.
but I'm not working.
Everybody shut up and sit up straight. Good posture. Nicolina, what about you?
I love the airport. So I'm going to say as soon as I get to the airport or as soon as I get in my car, if it's a road trip. Yeah, as soon as I'm out of my house.
Oh,
That's interesting.
I like that. As soon as you're at the airport, like in Toronto, you haven't got to your destination.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so exciting. It's so fun. It's like,
Ooh, the airport exciting, said nobody ever while standing in those security lines.
It can be. I'm with you. Can I amend my answer to either out of office or when the first margarita hits my lips?
Oh, much better. It's the salt. I will get you every time.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
It's no secret that I love love, but how it actually impacts your brain is very interesting because there's actually different types of love that light up different parts of your brain, which...
Okay, I'll buy that.
I just thought there was like a love compartment in your brain.
Oh, no, love is complex.
Very much so.
Love is blind.
So according to this study, there are 6 types of love. There's romantic, yes.
Holy.
Romantic, I think we all know. Parental, love for friends, love for strangers, love for pets, and love for nature.
Okay. You know what? I normally poo-poo your stories, but this actually makes a lot of sense. I do believe chemically that love would trigger different parts of your brain. These 6 feel pretty accurate. Romantic, parental, love for friends, love for strangers, love for pets, love for nature.
And romantic and parental love, they are the ones that are the strongest in terms of what they do in your brain. Like
makes sense.
It gives you sort of that pleasure, that all-consuming feeling that people often feel when they're in love or when love for their kids. It's actually also true for pet owners. So you can rejoice. Your love for coffee is real. It lights up the same parts, but you have to actually have a pet. You can't just love pets.
Okay.
You have to actually have a pet, and then the bond with your pet is what's creating that.
I just off the top of my head here, I think you're batting 5 for 6 here. I think you're almost a complete lover.
You think so?
Well, let me look like you don't have love for pets, right? Because you like coffee, but you don't have your own pet. Maybe you will one day.
Okay. So 5 out of 6.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, love for nature. You don't really love the outdoors.
No.
Okay, so
No,
four
not
for
really.
6 is still
Not
pretty
when it's
amazing.
cold. I don't like it.
No, love for stranger. Well, the small talk thing is really you actually avoid. I have known you to avoid elevators if you know someone's getting in and you're gonna have to talk to them for 30 seconds.
It's not that I don't love strangers. I'm just awkward with strangers. So I think we should just take that
one's
out.
out. So
Yeah.
okay, 50-50 still pretty good. Love for friends.
Come on.
I've been trying to hang out with you for literally years now.
So what you're saying
Hold on, wait
is-
a minute. You keep telling me how your relationship works because you don't see Paul during the week and you spend some time together on the weekends. I don't know if you're checking the romantic box either.
Hey, what am I left with? Parental love?
I am not going to question that. You are all over Zia and Bodhi, so you're 1 out of 6.
Okay.
Do you love love? Well, actually, I'm going to give you 2 out of 7 because there's romantic love, parental love, love for friends, love for strangers, love for pets, love for nature, and love for love.
Yes.
You get that one.
Yes.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
I don't know about you. The city just feels so electric right now.
Totally.
There's such a buzz. It helps that there's famous people at every corner. You turn around, there's another, oh, hi, Angelina Jolie, just hanging out.
You bumped into her, did you?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. But I wanted to.
We're wondering who is the most famous person you know? Not the most famous person you've met for a selfie. Someone famous that you grew up with. Maybe they probably weren't famous when you knew them,
Yep.
and then they grew up to be somebody famous. I know for me, the first name that comes to mind, so I went to McMaster University, and I was very involved with Welcome Week. You know, you're one of those jumping jelly beans that welcomes all the new students.
Aw, Jumping Jelly Beans
that
is
was
going to be
me.
my new nickname for you.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So the first time I did that, I was in second year, and a bunch of keen first-year students, and there's one who was just life of the party. He was always so, into all the events, and he wound up becoming a Welcome Week rep later on. And there was a talent show, and he said, "Hey, gee, I'm performing at the talent show. You got to come play." I was like, "Oh, you play an instrument? That's cool." He goes, "Yeah, I play guitar. Come by." He goes up and does Miss Jackson by Outkast on an acoustic guitar and absolutely crushes it. And everyone's like,
Really?
"Holy smoke!" Yeah, that was Max Kerman, now of the Arkells, the
Wow.
frontman. He had a band called Charlemagne in Hamilton, and then Arkell is actually a street in Hamilton. It's where he had a student house.
Interesting.
huh?
And so you just know him as a little welcome jelly bean.
Yeah, I see him all the time, and we talk about McMaster, and now he's a flippin' rock star.
Okay, see, it's one thing to know of a famous person, but to actually know them personally, you do in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's Michael Dana, and you may not know who that is right away, but he's a composer from Burlington, and he won the Oscar.
Ooh,
He
Oscar
also won
winner.
a Golden Globe and a BAFTA, but anyway, he won the Oscar for Life of Pi, the film.
Oh, man.
And he's so great. And he's, most of the time when people are famous, they come with all this fanfare. He's just so normal, just a down to earth guy. But then he's just got this Oscar that he can walk around
And
with.
that's what you lead with forever. Like your bio forever is Oscar winner, and then
Yes.
whatever else you're going to put after that.
Yes.
And I should add, Max is the same way. Super humble guy. He's always got time for you. We want to know who is the most famous person you know. Stories like that.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
We want to know who is the most famous person that you know.
Michelle from Colburn, who is that for you?
Probably my grade 6 gym teacher, who's now known as Mr. D.
Wait,
Mr. D was your actual gym teacher?
like Jerry D?
Yeah, when he was my gym teacher, he was better at comedy than being a gym teacher.
That's
So
hilarious.
he took a sabbatical and it took off.
Jerry D is hilarious. Pooj, you and I have worked with him at events and stuff like that. Really funny guy. I didn't know that he was actually a gym teacher. So that show, like Mr. D, is like kind of his life.
Yeah, and he is like the teachers and students are named after teachers and students I grew up with.
No way.
Ooh, this is like inside
Yeah.
baseball.
So Michelle, like his best student was named Michelle, right?
Clearly.
That's a really good one. I like that. Your grade 6 gym teacher was Jerry D. Michelle, thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
You too.
Who is the most famous person you know? Jackie in Mount Albert. Who's that?
Well, it's my brother-in-law, Colin Mockery.
Whoa!
wow.
No way. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And
He's awesome.
he really is awesome. You must have just been laughing all the time when you're around him.
He's a pretty funny guy at times, and he's just he's so easy to get along with. Just
Aw.
a super nice, sweet guy.
That's
Amazing.
so cool to
Yeah.
have access to someone that funny all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, dinners with him must be interesting, huh?
They are. Yep. He cooks the main meals, the meat and potatoes. I do all the vegetables.
Nice. Jackie, thank you for sharing that with us.
Thanks. I love you guys.
Love you
Take
too.
care.
Bye.
Have a great day. Bye.
No chance he follows a recipe, right? He just improvs it.
Obviously, that's what he does best. Who's the most famous person you know? Let's go to Megan in Stouffville.
So growing up, my best friend, I would go to her house all the time, and her older brother would always have his best friend over, and he also went to our elementary school, and it is Hayden Christensen.
What?
That's a big one.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. And now he's like so famous.
And did you know, like when you saw him in Star Wars, were you like, what? Or did you know that was coming?
Yeah, like I kind of watched him coming up through. He went to like art school and stuff, and then I watched him in I think he was in that movie Glass House, and he was I saw him kind of coming up the ranks. But once he was in Star Wars, I was like, oh, okay, I kind of feel famous.
Wow.
Nice.
And have you been able to reconnect with him at all since he's blown up?
No, definitely not.
You're like, he got a new phone and got rid of everyone's number. Megan, thanks for sharing. That's awesome.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Have a great day.
Who is the most famous person you know, Steph? We got time for one more. All right, let's go to Logan in Dundas.
Actually, Mackenzie Hughes. He's a professional golfer.
Yeah.
I grew up with him.
No way.
Actually lived on his street for like 15 years. We were good childhood friends and stuff.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a small world, man. Small world.
That's crazy. He's like arguably the best Canadian golfer in the world. That's amazing.
You betcha. You betcha.
And Logan, when you were kids, you were better at golf than him, right?
Oh, by a long shot. No, actually, you know what? It's funny you say that because when we used to have a really close-knit small group of friends, and anytime there was a birthday party, we were always like, where's Mac? Where's Mac? Guess where he was? He's always out golfing. He was the most dedicated young golfer I've ever seen. He was on the golf course literally 6 to 7 days a week.
Wow.
He'd go home from school and he'd be practicing, and goes to show you that practice makes perfect. It pays off, man.
Oh, that is awesome to hear. Yeah, he is tearing things up. That's really cool, man. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I love listening to your show, so keep doing what you guys are doing. You guys definitely bring a lot of joy to a lot of people's days throughout day.
Aw,
Dude,
Logan,
that's
thank you.
so kind, Logan, and you should call us more often, man. You sound great.
For sure. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good day, okay?
You
You too.
Bye.
Cheers.
Who's the most famous person you know? Producer Steph, we didn't ask you. Who's it?
I know someone. He has an IMDb page, so he's famous.
Oh, who is it?
Gurdeep.
Do better. Get out more.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we play rock, paper, scissors, and whoever loses goes in first?
Ooh,
okay.
all right, I'm in.
Wait, ready?
I win. What is that? That's fire. Beats everything.
Oh, really? Does it beat water balloon?
Well played, Phoebe Buffet. Well played.
Can't say I've ever played rock, paper, scissors that way, but
Rock, paper, scissors, fire, water balloon. You never played?
never played that way. I'd like to start, but we all know rock, paper, scissors, and this is the day to celebrate it. It settles every debate, every argument.
It is the classic. Like, I mean, if you're not going to coin flip, if you've got more time than just a coin flip, you rock, paper, scissors it.
Okay, here's the thing. I know how to beat you.
Excuse me?
I know in advance right now that if we were to play, I will beat you every time.
Why do you think that?
Just 'cause
every time?
every
You know,
time.
statistically, it's like a 50-50 shot.
I also went to TikTok University and I've learned some things.
Oh, you think based on TikTok, you know how
Yes.
to... Okay.
And plus, I also know you.
Just get out of my head. Okay, before we play, let's do this. It's going to be a best of 3. Let's set the rules.
Okay, and you play along as well at home in the car. Well,
Sure.
hopefully you're not
If you're
driving.
by yourself, you got 2 hands, hopefully.
Yeah. Be safe.
If not, I'm sorry if I've offended you. Okay, it's not on 3, it's after 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then. So it's essentially on like 4.
Okay.
People agree, and then they go on 3. I'm like, you weren't even listening.
I'm
So-
still going to beat you.
Okay, yeah, go after
3.
After 3. You ready?
Got it, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You could show me your hand. Yeah, what are you
Okay,
doing?
I'm
Where's
gonna
your hand?
bring it
Okay.
up when I need
Okay.
to.
What? You're hiding your hand? This isn't poker. No sunglasses. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, match. Oh, I won. There you go. You're already flawed.
Doesn't mean anything. It's
You
best
said you
of
beat
3.
me every time.
It's best of 3.
All right.
Everybody knows that.
Say what your
Oh,
thing
yeah. I
is.
was paper. She was rock.
Yeah.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors. Scissors. Boom. You're paper. You suck. Your TikTok degree? Let me see that. I don't think it's worth the paper it's made on.
You know what? Okay, yes. I don't know you as well as I thought I did. It works with normal people. It's because I was playing against you.
Oh, now I'm not normal. Pooja went to TikTok University. I went to real university.
Rock, paper, scissors, match.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.